Boom! Guess who's back? Hello YouTube and the rest of the world. CSN back in the shack. Trust you're all well. It's been a while, hasn't it? Been a while. A few of the lads have been saying you've not done any videos for a good bit. What are you doing? I've had time. Been busy with work and life and one thing and another, so everything's took a bit of a backseat with radio and one thing and another. Still running HRD, still keeping my eye on that kind of thing. Still watching what's going on Facebook. Keeping my eye on the reprobates on there, because there's a lot of them in here, Facebook and the rest of the world. But a lot's changed, hasn't it? It must be since I last done a video anyway. New government, Labour, Kia no clue. And Angela Ray, don't get me started on Angela Ray. Going to build 1.5 million houses. I wish she would. It's what we do, innit? Build. I don't see how she's going to do it, mind, because there's nobody to build the bloody things, is there? So, but hey, she seems to think she'll do it. What's she know about building houses, for God's sake? God only knows. But screw them. Country's on its arse, innit? But anyway, further things. I'm going to be a granddad again. July, baby daughters, having a baby, well, it's having a baby, of course having a baby, that's why I'm going to be a granddad. But yeah, baby girl, so July going to be a granddad again, so there's a good thing. Happy days, nice way to bring in a bit of joy for the year. And secondary, well, I never thought the daughter would have a baby, never thought I'd have a grandchild off the daughter, so there's one thing. And Newcastle United's won a bloody cup after 70 years. Now then, I never thought I'd live to see that neither. Couldn't believe it. Beating Liverpool as well. Nicely done. Keep the Scousers quiet. Sorry about the Scouse fraternity. You're not all bad. Ricky and co. You know you're not bad lads, you just can't play football right well. But what a result. Absolute belter. It's only the EFL and all that, I know, it's just a little cup and blah blah blah. It doesn't matter, does it? It's silverware, it's a start of big things, so happy days. Away the lads, up the tune, made my day. Celebrating for a good week, happy days. So, been a good touch that, been a nice few things to start the year off. But like I say, radio wise, just not been around it, not had the chance. Just turn it on occasionally, or the odd hour here and there, but nothing significant to sort of rave about. Although things have been sort of changing around in the shack and whatnot. As you know, like previously I got into the Sun SDR, which was a big step, because I never thought I'd get involved into that SDR. I never fancied it. I tried the dongles and the RSP players and all that caper, but it just never seemed to do it for me. Did see the fascination, and flex always seemed complicated, but I've got a son and we tried it, and you know what, fell in love with it, transformed how I played radio. So we moved up again, didn't we? We got the Anan 7000 DLE, which is an absolutely sterling piece of kit, as you can see there. We've got it running on screen, got a skin set up and whatnot. Lovely piece of kit, the Anan, really is. Functionality's phenomenal, receiver's phenomenal. It's just a real nice piece of kit to use. A lot of people said, I'm going to switch that in there, the Anan is mega complicated, but you know what, I didn't think it was. Bit of stuff on there as well. I didn't think it was. I'd had a go at the Sun, obviously, so I'd learned a bit on the Sun, picked a bit up and one thing and another. But moving into the Anan, I was expecting it to be all sorts of everything. With the software running, Thetis, which is the system that it runs, a lot of people said, oh no, it's really hard, it's this, that and the other, but nah, I've not found it to be that way at all. Doesn't faze me at all. So, well impressed with that. The 890 Kenwood sat there collecting dust now, doesn't get used a great, well, it doesn't get used at all, to be honest. It's criminal. You know, fortune, 4,000 quid or something, and never turn it on. Sat there like a doorstop. But the Anan does everything I want it to do, and more. Phenomenal, absolute joy to use. Linked it up with Log4 Web. So you get hold of the X clusters and everything coming up on it, which is nice. I don't know if we let's have a see if we can boot it up. Should have done it before really, but I didn't. There you go. Comes up with the clusters and everything on the scope, so all the call signs pop up nice and tidy. Click the call sign, takes your radio to where they are, and even opens QRZ profile for them, which is great, absolutely spot on. Just, let me get rid of that. Let's just see if I can, well, of course I can zoom in on it, I would imagine. Yeah, can zoom right out of it. What a good do. Tell you I haven't done this for a while, can't you? Absolutely cooking. Well, I never said I'd be ITV, did I? Well, look there, you see the call signs on the screen. So basically, any call sign that you see, like such, click on it, take you to on the band. Jobs are good. It's a great way of doing radio, really is, really is. Can't go back now to a normal radio. I feel robbed when I go on the Kenwood. I just feel like something's missing. It's absolutely pointless. So what do you do? You know, can I recommend it? Yeah, of course I can. A lot of people have said, well, what do you think? You know, would you do this? Would you do that? It's like, yeah, get on it, give it a go. If you don't try it, you'll never know. And it's not that difficult neither. So, winner, all the way. Get it tried. There's a bit of a thing setting it up, but like I keep saying to the lads, you know, you can't speak Italian unless you learn it, can you? It's difficult. Morse code's difficult unless you learn it. So the SDR side of things, yeah, it was a little bit of a learning curve, but it wasn't like building a space shuttle, was it? You know what I mean? You pick it up, you get on it, and you suss it out. Well, winner. Enjoy it, but it's just so much functionality with it. So linking up to the program and connecting it to the computer and everything over the network, it's just so much easier than having leads for this, leads for that, leads for the other, because everything's pretend on the SDR side of things. It's all virtual. So once you've got your head around that, you've cracked it. But you change the radio every day. There's loads of skins. You can change the way it looks. You can change the display, the colours, the way the scope runs, the waterfall, everything. Unlike a normal conventional radio, which you've got what you've got basically, haven't you? And that's that. And if you like that, that's great. And I did for many years, but I don't know, switched over now and jumped over to this. Can't fault it at all. Love it. Absolutely love it. So, but I just don't get much time on it at the minute. That's the problem. We've not been on 40 metres for a month or so proper. 10 metres, bit intermittent here and there, but no, I've worked it in anger, so I've not done any merge of the X. So there's been no point doing a video, because there's been nothing to do a video about really, apart from talk bubbles, which is what I do most of the time, as you know. But one of the lads said this afternoon, he said, you ain't done nothing for a bit, so you just like watching them, and I thought, you know what, I'll have a waffle for half an hour and see what's what, and that's what we'll do. So ayo, change. Obviously a new look for 2025, because obviously now I'm a fat old man. So I've got a nice beard going on as well. Bit like Sel Winfroggett for us older viewers. For us younger ones, you won't know who he is, but I don't know, he's a bit like David Hasselhoff, I suppose, back in the day. Sex symbol. Believe that if you want, but very fetching I think these days. If you sit on the street long enough, people throw pound coins at me as well, which is a real bonus. But hey, I got a cracker the other month and all. Obviously you know that I've always been an advocate for CB. I mean, I don't fall into that, you know, radio amateurs are God and all this bollocks, because they're not. They think they are, but they're not. I know, because I've been one for like 30 years. But I come from CB as well, and I'll always maintain that. And I still use it today. So we've got a CB turned on there. I like listening to mid-band, to the Yanks and everything. Going back in time. But anyway, I digress. Back in 1980-ish, something like that. So a long time ago anyway, but way back, way before legal CB and all that crap come out. and we had the Cobras and the Grants and all that caper. And I've still got it now. I've got Amstrad 901s, Colt 1200 DXs, and I'm International multi-modes and Superstars and Lincolns, Excalibur on base at the back of me. I've got all sorts. I don't use them much, I just have a listen on them now and then. But the one thing that I wanted was a really nice Cobra 148 GTL DX Mark II. But like E-type Jags, these days they're very rare getting a nice original one, and getting one that hasn't been mullered by whoever 10,000 idiots that's owned it over the last 40 years. So it's always been a bit difficult to find. So we've never really, I sort of I swallowed the plum a year or so ago at one of the local rallies. There was a Superstar 360 that was on the bring and buy, which wasn't a Cobra 148, but by and large it looks the same. So well, I'll just buy that. It'll just need to scratch the itch, so I'll buy it. Can't get a decent Cobra, so I'll buy that. Anyway, fast forward about 7-8 months ago, maybe, something like that. Maybe the last time I did the video or whatever, I don't know. And an advert on HRD popped up selling various bits and pieces, and parts of the bits and pieces in the midst of the ad was a Cobra 148. So I messaged him and said, like, have you still got it, what's the blah, 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 blah. And he comes back, he said, well, it's like this. He said, I bought it brand new, met a man on an hill in the dark way back in 1980, which is what a lot of people did. So we only used it for a couple of weeks, a month. He said, and I had one in the car, so I was moving house with the girlfriend. He said, so I threw it back in the box and forgot about it. He said, anyway, he had to move his mum out of the house or something, so they're clearing the house out, and lo and behold, he finds the Cobra in the box. So he said, I'll send it you. He said, I know you're a bit of a collector. He said, have a look at it, see what you think, and if you like it, pay me. So we did. I'll tell you what an absolute peach. You talk about barn finds with cars. We used to talk about barn finds with radios. I mean, at the end of the day, I know it's not everybody's thing. So don't be bothering posting replies and saying it's CB this and CB that. I really don't give a toss what you sort of think about CB, to be honest. But as a radio goes, I just doubt you're ever going to find one like this. Look at that peach. Absolute beaut. Unbelievable condition. And I mean unbelievable and all. It's absolutely sparkling. There's not a mark on it, the casings and everything. Absolutely perfect. No botching at the back where people was acting drilled out and put this, that and the other. This thing's totally box standard. It's never ever been fiddled and farted about with. And for, I don't know, it must be 45 years old, something like that. It's got to be, if not a bit older. I mean, I remember them back in the day, 1980, like I said, these were the Holy Grail. These were a lovely toy back in the day, but just look at that. If you're going to own a 148 Cobra, well, that's going to be the one that you're going to want to own, innit? I couldn't believe it. It's the only one I've ever seen in the last 15, 20 years, and I've been looking for a long time for an absolutely split mint one. And that's the one. Even come with the original mic, the box, the bracket, the power lead, the manual, everything it come with from new, it come with. So winner, winner. Love it, absolutely love it. Is it any good? Well, you know what, here's the romantic notion. Back in the late 70s, the 80s and everything, they were phenomenal, weren't they? Because we had nothing else. We didn't have mobile phones, and most people didn't have telephones in their house. You wanted to know what people were up to, you had to get off your arse and knock on the door, didn't you? But then, obviously, the advent of CB was like a game changer for a lot of people. It was our it was our Facebook, wasn't it? Social media back then. And owning them kind of things, they were the things that you wanted to get your hands on. I mean, back in the day, I was just starting out. I still had a Saturday job, and I just left school, and I was on a youth opportunities scheme for, I think it was about 23 quid a week or something like that. And back then, they wanted about 200 odd quid for them Cobras, so they weren't cheap. They were a bit out of reach, you know what I mean? They were an expensive machine. So you used to aspire to own one. I mean, we got one, we found a way to get one eventually, but yeah, it's one of them. But to go back and sort of revisit those days and look at it, it's not as good as you remember it, because obviously you've been used to using better things these days, haven't you? But you know what, it's still got that romantic sort of historical feeling to it. There's still something good about turning it on and listening to the Yanks on mid-band AM when the skip's rolling. It brings back so many memories, it really does. And it's nice to listen. My mate was saying a couple of weeks ago, he said, why you want to bother with them? You know, you've got HF sets and you've got stuff that receives it far better. But you know what, it just doesn't sound the same, does it? It doesn't sound as good. It's like an old hi-fi, an old set of Wharfdale speakers or something like that, you know. They've got a certain tone to them that only come from that particular brand of that particular age. That's just how it is. And that's the sound you're looking for. And that's the sound you get out of that. So that's why I've got it. That's why I'm using it. I like it. Yes, it's not the best. Who cares? It does a job. It does what it's meant to do, but it's absolutely mint. So, made my day. So there you go. That's just a bit of an update, basically. Load of shite, really. Pointless. But I said I'd do it. I'd have to do it anyway. I've got to do one on TikTok as well. They cut my live stream off if I don't. What the Chinese all that about? Having to make you do it. Mind, it'll be getting bad soon, won't it, when we all end up in texts and wars and one thing and another. But sack it anyway. Don't much care for none of that caper. So anyway, by the by, so that's the crack. I've got a new grandkid coming. Newcastle's won the cup. I've grown a beard because I'm an old man. I've got fatter as well, but I put that down to the winter weather, sitting and eating all the time and not going out doing anything. I don't walk the dogs in the winter, the wife does it. I'm too old and too lazy, so. And other than that, nothing. Blackpool Rally coming up next week, is it? Week after, 13th of April I think it is. We'll be going with the Manchester Mafia, as we're called. I don't know why we're called that, because we're all really nice guys, but apparently that's what we're called. So, but we'll be going anyway, all things being welcome and equal. We'll have a little trip up there and have a usual meet and greet with the lads, and it's nice to get in touch with a few of the boys off here and off the radio and off Facebook as well. So hopefully the weather's good and we can have a little bit of the old Blackpool sunshine. And this year we're definitely having fish and chips. We never do. We say we're going to do, but we never do. So if any of you lot's going, who's watching this and you see us, don't feel shy. If you want to get us to the chippy and get us fish and chips, greatly appreciated, you know what I mean? We don't take donations, you don't need to sponsor us or anything. You can bribe us with fish and chips and cake. Just bear that in mind. Right, I'm going to bugger off. I'm going to see what this looks like. It might get published, it might not. If it does, happy days, there's another one. If it doesn't, well, I'll go back to the drawing board and do something else. Talk some more twaddle. But if it does get published, watch this and watch out for us on 40 metres, because I'm going to go live on TikTok, I think, this weekend. I need to do something because, like I said, I'll keep my live access going. So if the bands are open on 40 this weekend, I'm going to do a live on TikTok. Could do it on YouTube as well. We'll see what mood I'm in, see what happens. And we'll get to doing some other nonsense. I don't know. How you want to see? I have no idea. Give us a clue. I'll just talk shite, mate. Got nothing else to do, have I? And yeah. Those who go and reply with nonsense like you do, fill your boots. Couldn't care less. The old HRD massive emails again. I'll get a few off there. But you know it's all fair in love and war, innit? Big shout out and all to my mate Mr DTX. G0 DTX, the main man. He's doing a lot of videos these days, isn't he? He's a busy boy on these videos, that man. Busy boy. He's got more bleeding video footage than BBC One lately. Tell you, he don't half get some stuff getting out of him, so have a clock on his YouTube channel, see what he's up to. He's doing loads more than I am anyway. But I'm going to chase him down, see what I can do. I'm not really, I can give a... No. I might do a plastering one next week, show you what I do at work. You got to laugh. I'm not really. I can't be that arsed. Right, leave you with it. I'm going to have a look at this, see what it looks like. If it's any good, who knows? I'm going to put it up anyway, and then I'll do TikTok and we'll see what we do. But in the meantime, happy days. Thanks for watching. It's nice to be back. I'm not having a shave. I like the beard, it's good. I know I'm not selling the Cobra. I know that people are going to want to buy it, but I'm not selling it. So there you go. And if you see an Enhanced 7000, get it bought. Give it a try. You'll love it. Catch you in a bit, boys and girls. It's been fun. CSN, go and looking at this. Catch you soon.